This is Hanging Heavy.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hanging Heavy. As always, I'm your boy Desecrator, and today we've got a familiar voice on the show. If you hear them horns blowing, you know who's about to be showing up on the podcast, and I'm talking about none other than my boy, Malbolgia.
What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a okay time. Very safe and happy.
But yeah, before we get any further into the show, we have a tradition around here where at the start of every show, we take a shot, we chug a beer, we take a big old gulp of whatever we got near. You ready?
I'm ready.
And put it in the air in 3, 2, 1.
Oh god, that does not taste like mango.
What do you mean? It tastes like rotten mango pulp.
No, my niece turned 21 and I guess she had too much stuff at her party and she gave me some Malibu mango. That's the only thing I had to shoot, so yeah, it's not my preferred taste.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about mango. It tastes too artificial, right?
Yeah, they can't get the flavor right,
Yeah.
no matter how. I thought by now you think that technology, flying cars and whatnot, you think we would have like food that tastes like synthetic food that tastes exactly like the real food. Nope, not even close.
Unforgivable.
But yeah, fucking, I don't know what it is. They can make meat out of plants. They can clone sheep and shit. Hell, they're even fucking starting to make designer babies.
Yeah.
And we still can't make a good fucking mango flavor?
Also, like I don't know, like I didn't. Pardon me if I didn't go into like a deep dive and I didn't like check the sources. But did you hear that? Supposedly, I don't know. This could be fucking satire, but they said like some scientists allegedly said that within 5 years they could clone an actual dinosaur. I guess they haven't learned that there's like 6 or 7 movies that have taught us that's not a good thing.
Chaos finds a way.
Life,
Oh,
dum-dums.
life, whatever. I don't know about you, but
I
don't
don't know.
think
So
I-
what for?
I don't think I have enough buttons open on my shirt, and I'm wearing leather pants. Maybe we should fuck.
Like, what's the whole point? Like, what for? Why do we need dinosaurs for? Are we gonna use them for meat? Like, what's the purpose?
I honestly want to say yes. That's exactly the reason why. Woolly mammoth? I want to say.
Oh yeah, that's not dinosaur. Like,
I mean,
make
it's
this bigger-
from the era, right?
I mean, make bigger cows. I mean, I don't think I had snake once when I was super young, and I don't remember what it tastes like. I never had alligator, so I don't know how reptile would taste. I don't know if our fans there, like maybe from Louisiana or from those places that eat like
Crawdaddies?
amphibians and lizards, but I never tasted lizard. I don't know what it would taste like. It probably tastes like chicken.
It
but
probably
what
tastes like
can't you make-
frog, yeah.
Why can't you just make like huge chickens?
I don't
Why do you
know.
have to make dinosaurs with teeth? You know?
Well, I mean, technically, dinosaurs are huge chickens, right?
Yeah, or birds or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I
so
guess
here,
it-
look, what I'm talking about. So apparently, scientists are now going to use cloning techniques alongside gene editing to manipulate the cells in hopes to someday create elephants with key mammoth, I guess, genetic modifications.
Oh, it should be all green.
So, as of 2021, scientists say they could bring back the woolly mammoth. I guess using a hybrid with elephants.
I guess, but
I want to say that they wanted to do that so they can sell mammoth steaks.
Oh, what
I
would like so?
I know I'm adding that in, but that's because I saw not too long ago some companies selling mammoth steaks.
Mm.
They find mammoths preserved in permafrost, and I guess that's
Uh,
essentially like dry aging your steaks for fucking millennia. So I
uh,
imagine how like compounded the flavor of that meat would be, because isn't that what dry aging does?
yeah,
Like it's
but
supposed to like concentrate the flavor or whatever.
oh yeah, because you take the moisture out, so whatever's left over is pure beef flavor. But
Yeah.
I've seen some like YouTubers like when they do experiments in dry aging, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll dry aging for a year and stuff. Even a year, like yeah, it's almost like even though it's under controlled circumstances, it still tastes like it's spoiled. You know, what I mean? Like because you're dry aging and you're not freezing it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
there's still some enzymatic action going on. So I don't think 10,000 year meat's gonna taste any good. But
I don't know,
maybe
man.
you never know. Maybe it's a delicatessen. Some filet mignon or like some wagyu mammoth.
Wagyu mammoth, no shit.
Wagyu mammoth.
But yeah, if anyone knows anyone out there that's got mammoth steaks, holla at your boy. Get your input on that shit.
Have you ever tried ostrich?
I have.
Oh, how is it?
Like, more gamey and dried turkey.
Well, turkey's already dried up anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, turkey's not super lean, so I mean, I guess ostrich
Uh,
is extra lean.
yeah, after all, they run all day. The only exotic meat I tried is like bison, and that one just like. I mean, of course, I didn't get it. I know I didn't get it from a fresh bison supplier. Like I don't live
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We live
in
in
the
Texas,
plains.
dude.
Yeah.
There have
So
not been
the one I
dodonka.
tasted was like tasted very gamey and very had like a sour taste to it.
Where did you
I don't know,
taste
maybe
it?
Fuddruckers.
Oh yeah, yeah. So Fuddruckers, I love going there, dude. Yeah, their buffalo or their bison burgers. Yeah, their bison burgers are fucking legit. Maybe you just got
Oh,
a bad batch.
well, also like I tried it like I don't know like when it first opened. I guess I assumed the
Oh,
people in our town didn't weren't like fucking clamoring to go eat the bison, you know. So
that's
I'm
the
pretty
reason.
sure
No,
it
that's the only reason why I would go there. They had
was.
ostrich burgers also, and
Yeah, but
they still
I remember, but I went like, "Ah, let me go bison. Like it's more,
yeah,
it's
yes,
gonna be more to what I'm used to than ostrich. So,
yeah, and
but maybe I think you're gonna try. I think you're gonna.
they also have elk,
Oh really?
and their elk burgers are fucking better than the bison burgers.
Oh, then maybe I'll try the elk.
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The bison, it's essentially just gamier beef.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
But I thought it wouldn't be as gamey. Like I don't.
well,
Maybe
no,
I'm
because
not.
like fucking bisons, all they do is run, right? They roam, they graze. Cows kind of just fucking stay in one spot.
Yeah, where the buffalo roam.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
maybe like my I'm like my palate is not as as refinery people, but I don't know. I don't see the thing like in gaming meat. Like I've eaten deer here in South Texas. There's a lot of deer,
Yeah,
so and deer is okay. I've had deer. It's
yeah,
okay, but like yeah, the bison was very very gamey. Like, I
yeah.
think it was maybe a little bit too gamey for me, but I could give the elk a try.
Yeah, if you didn't like the bison, try the elk. The elk is, I can't say it's beef like in texture, right? But the
Oh
flavor is,
yeah,
it's more robust, right? Like beef in comparison is very subtle. Like
yeah.
if you're not a what do you call those people that are like snobs, not a concierge, a connoisseur.
Yeah.
Then maybe you could like differentiate like the difference in the beefs. But I mean, as your layman, everyday folk, I I can tell, but I mean, that's because I already have like the information beforehand, right? Like if I did a blind taste test, I don't know, maybe I could tell the difference. I don't have buffalo or bison just laying around to do that kind of shit, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Go hunt some bison.
the elk burgers are awesome. I had one maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
And you know what? The elks are assholes. So fuck them.
Oh yeah, they're fucking monsters too.
Yeah, they're like, don't do. You see an elk or a moose?
Fucking turn
Run the
around and
other
go the
way.
other way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll
or
fuck
hide
your
out.
cars up and shit.
They'll destroy everything. And don't try to pet them. Don't be that guy.
Don't
So I
try to
come out on picture.
don't try to put your shit on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah, and get destroyed.
Like there's people that go to Yellowstone and shit, and they have bison there, and there's fucking
Uh,
retards like getting up right on top of them and shit, just so they could get the fucking clout. Bro, what's wrong with you?
Dude, I just saw a video today where this. I guess it's. I don't know. It's. I don't know what year it is or whatever. I don't know if it's recent. And somewhere it was snowing, and I guess it's like there were like a whole bunch of cars. It was like a parking lot. But I assume it was out there somewhere close to the wild. There was a wolf there, and the guy was like, "Come here, wolf, come here." And the wolf was coming closer, and he tried to pet the wolf. The wolf just bit him in the hand. Like, what are you expecting a wolf to do? Like,
Yeah, what wolves do. Yeah.
yeah, you're lucky it was just one wolf, and there was like two
No,
wolves
you're
behind
lucky.
you
You're lucky it just bit you and took off
and
or
ran. And
whatever.
it just bit you and ran. Like, you're lucky it wasn't like two, three wolves, and you'll come up behind you, and you'll have to call fucking Anissa to help you fight the wolves off.
Yeah, dude. Apparently, up there in like Colorado or whatever, they reintroduce wolves into the population.
Oh, to kill something, right? I don't.
No, just because like the number of wolves in nature has like been dwindling because of humans. So they thought it would be a good idea to reintroduce them.
Well, dude, I just read that they like airdrop some wolves
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, that's what I mean.
No, but it was because to control the I don't know, maybe I think it was to control the moose population or something. Like there were some like there was too many of either larger animals, so the only way to get rid of them was to introduce to their airlifted wolves. Like they dropped them on parachutes into the forest so they could go and kill whatever they kill. I want to say it was maybe it was moose or elk. It was one of
Okay,
those. It was
so
something
here,
obviously something big.
look, watch. The park, the Parks and Wildlife Commission passed the final Colorado wolf restoration and management plan, May of last year. Between a week in December, Colorado Parks and Wildlife experts released 10 gray wolves onto public land. Do they not understand how fast wolves reproduce?
I know. It's like in 5 years, we have to call the wolf population and calling all hunters to shoot up to 5 wolves to call the population. Well, you know what? Maybe if they're smart, well, that's not gonna work. Nature finds a way. Maybe like so maybe they just like sent like all male wolves, but then they are
Imagine.
female
Just
wolves. They are female wolves
just a pack of alpha wolves. What the fuck? That's even
Well,
worse.
to kill somebody.
Okay, so check it out. Another website, 5 Gray Wolves have now a new home in Colorado. It's part of a plan to restore biodiversity and reintroduce predators 80 years after they've been eradicated by the state.
Well, now you need to go back. Why did they eradicate them? Was it just random people, or like was it like a concerted effort, like to kill the wolves?
I don't know. Just doesn't sound like a good idea.
Right.
But yeah. I need to use the little girl's room. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break from the show, and we'll hear a word from one of our lovely sponsors. And then we'll get right back into it. Richard. When you're striving to be one of the best in the industry, you've got to take steps. Steps to ensure that you're different from the rest. With recipes passed down from generation to generation, it isn't about making a product that'll sell. No, it's more than that. It's about heritage. It's about pride. So we're introducing to you people now a recipe so strong it'll knock you dead. Reintroducing Dead Pappy's Moonshine. With the blood, sweat, and tears, determination, and integrity. For our blue-collared brethren, we bring you Dead Pappy's Moonshine. Dead Pappy's Moonshine, LLC. They're not responsible for any blindness, deafness, soreness of mouth, rashes, or any unknown side effects due to drinking Dead Pappy's Moonshine. And we're back, and shout out Dead Pappy's Moonshine. Shit'll get you drunk. The other day, I saw an ad for a new light beer that I hadn't heard of, and it caught my eye. So I bought an 8-pack. Yeah, an 8-pack, and I hooked up my boy Malbolgia here with a couple so that he can taste them. And
everything is welcome. We accept all.
If anyone wants to send us something to try on the air, send it, and we'll get it done. But yeah, this beer, not a sponsor. I want to go ahead and clear that up real quick. But if anyone knows anybody that works for this company, hook us up. But the beer that I'm talking about is called 8 Elite Light Lager. And what caught me by surprise is that it's called 8 because of the owner of said company, and that is none other than the great 8, Mr. Troy Aikman.
Oh, that's what's calling.
Yeah. But yeah, 8 Elite Light Lager. I'm not too much of a light beer drinker, but when I do, I usually drink like Tecate Light or Modelo Light, or what the fuck is the other one? Even Natural Light. Natural Light is fucking dirt cheap. And if you're drinking light beer, you're not drinking it for the flavor or to get fucked up, really. But I wanna.
You're drinking it just to stay buzzed and at a controlled level
and hydrated.
Yeah, and hydrated.
Yeah, but go ahead and take a taste test, and let's hear your.
Okay. I should cut my path with some crackers or something, but oh well, here we go.
Some cheese.
Okay. We get close. Oh, okay. Oh, it smells like beer. It smells very light, like not a overwhelming scent here. So of course it's a light beer. Let me see. Well, it has flavor. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I was expecting a lot less flavor. It's pretty hoppy for a light beer. I'm kind of impressed here. What's the alcohol in this thing? Do you know what the alcohol is in this thing?
No, but let me look it up. Continue describing your.
Okay, hold on. Let me take a second here. All I can say, yeah, of course, it's light beer. It's pretty one note, but it is a good note. It's a very hop forward.
It's 4.0.
Which, that's decent. I mean, most like regular beers are 4.2, 4.5.
Yeah.
Only Budweiser's the only like commercially available beer that's like 5.0. So
consistent.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, most light beers that I've seen, some are even as low as 2.5.
2.8. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So 2.8 is sitting high. Someone I've seen, like I think Corona Premier, unless don't sue me, I think it's like 2.1, 2.2. But yeah, like I'm impressed. Like it's very one note, but I think I normally don't drink light beer, but this is like the most flavorful light beer. But Italy is only one note. I only get hops at the forefront.
Yeah.
I don't get any other notes at the end, but it's And I'll discuss more as I drink. I'm gonna drink the whole can, so let's see how it
Yeah,
goes.
yeah. I'm drinking it as well.
What do you think about it?
It,
Do you get any other notes other than the hops?
yeah, pretty much. That's all I get. Hops. It's a little hoppy up front, but then it has a clean finish, which is actually surprising.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was, I
yeah.
was,
It's very refreshing. Just hop forward.
yeah, like you said, I wasn't expecting it to have very much flavor, but it's actually pretty decent for a light beer.
Yeah, it is. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
Of course, I would imagine this is like the price point is above above a Coors Light or a Bud Light, right?
yeah. Let me pull up the price. So for a Jesus, hold on. So apparently you can get it in a 12 pack. I did not get it in a 12. It is $15 for a 12 pack, American. Anywhere from $15 to $18 for a 12 pack.
See that's like a craft brew price.
Yeah.
Well, not even some craft brews are just like 12, 13 bucks. So that's not that high. Oh no, that's no. I'm sorry. It's 10, 12 bucks for a 6 pack. So yeah, that's a very good price. That's like gonna be like what, $8 for you had a 6 pack, you'd be like $8, which is on the low end. Most 6 packs nowadays are like 10 and 12.
Yeah, 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 exactly. There's no way. So I guess I bought a 6 pack, but
Is it a 6 pack? Let me look at the box.
yeah, it's a little tiny box.
Yeah, it
I
is.
could have swore I've
No,
drank.
yeah, it's 6 12 ounce cans.
I could have swore I've drank more than 6, but I gave you 2.
Yeah, give me two.
I kept 2 for my pops, and I guess this is my second one. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that.
I was supposed to save her for puppy, but that motherfucker back to work, so he ain't got time.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you had to rate it 1 out of 10.
Damn, I'm on a like. First of all, you have to take it like, yeah, like,
Oh, here, since
I,
it's a light beer, let's do 1 out of 5.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Light beers, because normally the beers I drink are dark beers,
Yeah, I prefer
which are
more.
like robust
I
coffee flavors,
yeah,
thick, you
I
know,
prefer a more
yeah, stout beer.
yeah,
But
more
just this
full.
being a light beer, like, I feel like if you didn't know it and you served it to somebody like in a glass, you would think it was just like a very refreshing like full bodied beer. Yeah, it's very one note, but still like there's some full bodied beers that don't have many notes. Like
Yeah, it's one note, but it's a
I have
pretty
to say
good
like,
note.
yeah, between a 1 and a 5. I'm not gonna go on the 5 level because
Nah,
I'm pretty sure it's only one note, but I'll go like a, I don't know, 4.5, I guess.
I'd give it a solid 3.5, 4.
Oh, damn, you went real harsh on this, dude. Like what light beer do you think that's better than this? Yeah, there's more light beers that are like more refreshing, but
Well,
this is
I'm like factoring in price, dude. It's a little
oh,
expensive for light
not
beer.
really for a 6 pack. Well, how much? Okay, how much is Bud Light? Bud Light's probably one of the most. I'm pretty sure it's one of the
They give
most.
that shit away.
Yeah, it's one of the most consumed light beers, and that and Miller Lite. Like, I think the price on those are like way cheaper. I think
I
I
mean,
could
now
be
they
wrong.
are.
I don't buy them. It's in like a 12 pack for a Bud Light, like around $12.
So it looks like you can
Oh
get
yeah,
a 6 pack of Tollies for $9.
yeah, and so and how much did you say you pay for this 6 pack?
Fuck, I don't remember. Maybe like 12
Well, I mean,
bucks.
I mean, like you're not gonna, you shouldn't rate on price because like you should rate on just the taste of it all. Like yeah, like some of the very good craft beer, they're expensive as fuck. Like you paying like $5. Remember last time I was gonna get some stouts and they were, I saw price. They were like four cans. I don't remember they were 12 ounce or 16 ounce, but there were 4 cans for like $25.
Yeah,
Now, whoa there.
yeah, but that's what, like the small brewery.
Yeah, yeah.
What is that? What did you call it? artesian or
But then you go and do your research. It's not even a small brewery. You think it's a small brewery, and it's like a smaller brewery on the huge property of like Coors or whatever. You
it's
get
like
me? So,
the small brewery that Anheuser-Busch owns. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I mean, I still get it. If they let them do their own thing, then yeah, it's worth the price because they're gonna only their small brewery can only produce like so many things. You know, they're not making the beer at the huge brewery which can make 1 million gallons in the day or whatever. So I can understand that, but if it's just to say like, oh, this is another brewery, then that's kind of rip off. Like I remember I used to love the old Rolling Rock,
Yeah.
and when it was like actually done like in a small brewery in Pennsylvania. Then when they bought it, I think they moved it to like Old Brewery Road or something, and it was just like a small brewery on the whole huge compound of Molson Coors. So like, it's not the same thing. But yeah, like I'm actually like impressed. It does very like I don't know how those people that like hops, maybe that like even like IPAs. This is nowhere near an IPA, but
Yeah.
it's a light beer. It's refreshing. Has a lot less calories. And let's say you want to take a little break from drinking like straight full IPAs, then this might satisfy you.
Yeah, this has 90 calories and 2.6 carbohydrates per 12 ounce. So, I mean, that's fucking nothing.
Yeah. So go drink this when you work out. Get all dehydrated and pass out and then try to sue us.
Yeah. If someone were to offer me one, I would take this over Bud Light or whatever. But if I had to buy it, this will probably be the only time I ever buy it. But if I ever see it at a party or whatever, I'll grab one. Like I said, they're not bad. For a light beer, they're pretty good. That's why it said 3.5, 4. But it's not perfect. And on a scale of 5, I think 3.5, 4 is pretty decent.
Well, I still say like there's still like I don't normally drink light beer, so I don't think I can compare it to a light beer that has wowed me. But let's say maybe I'm giving it too high, but I like it. Let's give it a 4.2. So we're on the same range around the 4. You know what I mean? Yeah, listen, I was happy. Like good job, Troy Aikman.
For real. Uh,
And like I'm pretty sure Troy Aikman like brewed all these in his backyard. You
oh,
know,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it takes.
In
Yeah,
his,
the
in,
small batches.
in his multi-million car garage.
Yeah, like back there next to like like a
Ima-
Cobra or something. Right
Imagine
there, he has like
he has a badass like a still or whatever right next to like a Ferrari and shit.
like an Enzo, like one of those really like limited edition cars.
Yeah. There's like 100. Oh, this is where I brew my beer.
Yeah, and then like all the cars for some reason they're all gray and blue with an 8 on it.
Or a stupid star.
Yeah. Oh, it was a nice find. Good job. Good
Yeah,
job on finding
for like all the crap that celebrities like to push after they retire or when they're no longer making movies or whatever the fuck. This is probably one of the better products. Like, I've never tried Ryan Reynolds gin because fuck Ryan Reynolds.
You know the only thing I would like to try because it's hard to fuck up. Uh, Danny Trejo's tacos.
He had a beer, dude. Do you remember?
Oh no!
I showed it to you.
Where?
I showed it to you.
I remember.
I forgot what it was called.
I already called fucking Machete's beer.
I think so. No, it's called Trejo's Cerveza.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's better.
not too good. But yeah, fucking Troy Aikman's 8 Lager. Pretty decent. Do I recommend it if you're looking for a new light beer? Yeah, sure. Try it out. It might be for you. But yeah, let's see. Fucking, I guess we'll talk about this shit that's going on right now and make sure I got this queued up real quick. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, somber music playing in the background as I read the headline from this website. Pornhub pulls out of Texas over state law forcing age verification of watchers.
And of course, Pornhub never pulls out.
Yeah. If you've heard of the hub, you know that the pull-out game weak there. But yeah. Oh, the Canadian-owned pornography website. Okay, so here, let's read. The Canadian-owned pornography website now shows a lengthy message when consumers log on to their website. And the message is as follows. As you may know, your elected officials in Texas are requiring us to verify your age before allowing you to access our website. The message reads in part, not only does this impinge on the rights of adults to access protected speech, what? It fails strict scrutiny by employing the least effective and yet most restrictive means of accomplishing Texas' stated purpose of allegedly protecting minors. Holy fuck, that's some legal jargon as.
No.
You can tell they got with their PR representative to fucking chalk this one up. Well, here, the creators of Pornhub are referring to Texas HB 1181, a bill that aims at restricting access to sexual material harmful to minors on an internet website. So, I mean, it's a website for adults, so asking adults to prove they're adults, I don't got a problem with it. But I do have a problem with giving a website like Pornhub my personal information and data, right?
That's all about. That's all. Like I agree with you. I agree with keeping CP off the internet, but also like some of these accounts that like the person doesn't want you to know like who they are. Now they have like your legal name and your address, and I don't know. Are they just gonna require IDs or are they gonna require social? Like,
well, like before, you could like create a Pornhub account and you could upload your amateur porn. I'm doing air quotes, you can't tell. But apparently, due to the what is it called, revenge porn and like
true,
recorded rapes and stuff, like your account had to be verified.
Well, you can't say you can't say you can say that you can't say raped. We're gonna get demonetized.
I don't give a fuck.
But you can say what do you say? Unconsented distribution.
Grape. How about grape?
Yeah, grape.
Yeah. Well,
or essay.
You're harping on the not important part.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Yeah. So like to upload there, like you have to have your information there. So, I mean, if you're gonna pay for porn, which if you do, you're completely retarded. But yeah, fucking, I don't know. Like websites.
It's a slippery slope. Of course, we want everything to be legal and stuff. Like, but also like, there's people that they upload their stuff because they're like anonymous. Especially if they blur their face, you can't see their face, or if you see their face, like what are the chances that someone that knows you is gonna see it? Especially if you have a small circle of friends.
Yeah.
But you have to give your information. I'm pretty sure at one point, like anybody could sue Pornhub and say, "I want to see the information of all the users," and now it's like, holy crap! When there's your neighbor is on Pornhub, you get me?
My teacher's there. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, plus that happens all the time.
How did I get them?
With OnlyFans and shit, that happens all the time.
Yeah, and then they get discovered and they get kicked out of their work. I mean,
yeah,
that's a side gig that shouldn't matter, but people have their hang-ups, so I guess.
Yeah. Like on one hand it sucks, but like on the other hand, I get it.
Yeah, I mean to keep people safe, I get it, but like there has
Well,
to be alternatives. Like,
I mean, they're doing it for the kids.
uh,
Okay, here it comes. Okay, so here, as we've seen in other states, such bills have failed to protect minors by driving users from those websites which comply, whatever. Okay, other states include Arkansas, Montana, Mississippi, Utah, and Virginia. Instead of requiring users to verify their age every time they visit pornographic websites, Pornhub calls on lawmakers to verify the age of users' device, the age on the user's device to work across all websites. While safety and compliance are at the forefront of our mission, giving your ID card every time you want to visit an adult platform is not the solution for protecting our users. And in fact, we will put children and your privacy at risk. We will also comply with the law, but hope that governments around the world will implement laws that actually protect the safety and security of users. I don't know. That one's a little bit of a stretch, but it sucks, but I get it.
yeah, but also I'm wondering, okay, how about why don't you just like go ahead and eliminate like all amateur, quote unquote, amateur porn? Like, there's a lot of it is like actual like real porn, like that's assured that even by it, like the porn companies have channels on there, like those people like they're like already verified, they're famous porn stars, you know their age.
Yeah.
Some of them are like in their 40s and shit, dude. Like in other words, like why don't you just keep those and get rid of all the amateur, get rid of all the ones uploaded by users, and keep the ones uploaded by companies because they somehow some of the companies make money off of that. Some I don't know if they get paid by Pornhub for the views
Or
or
clicks, probably. I don't know.
yeah, because there's channels that are like porn companies like Wicked or whatever. They have their own channel there on Pornhub. So like those like they're verified. No, those people are verified. Literally, like there's documents they have on they have like the birth certificates, date of birth, because they don't want to get screwed over. So
Yeah.
just get rid of the amateur downloads. But I guess they're not like maybe trying to make a point, like saying like you know what, like screw you, like call your congressman and fix the law.
Yeah, well, I think
It's
it's
also
more.
like the
It's more about affecting people that visit the website, like kids, man. Like, it's easy to click. Yes, I'm 18. Who's gonna verify that? You know?
that's true. But like also there's from what I heard a little bit about it that the language is kind of vague.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. It's fucking legal
it's
jargon.
very open to interpretation. That's why they just said fucking they just got rid of it because they could get sued for any little
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Because they could
The thing
change.
when
They could change the definition of what the fuck.
yeah, or some definitions are very vague. Like
Yeah.
you know, like what do they say? Like someone that looks like a child, and you have like an 18-year-old that looks like 15, 16, but she's 18, and you know you got to, like let's go for her and verify her information, and
Yeah.
they're gonna track her down that she's actually 18. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's a lot of legal stuff. But I'm pretty sure now that they got rid of, well, now what is gonna happen now that let's say some states got rid of Pornhub? Do you think they'll start going after other websites, or do you think other websites are gonna pop up and like I'm the new Pornhub, like Porn Schmub, or
Well, I mean, there's always going to be someone to fill the vacuum, right?
Yeah,
That's how it works with criminals. That's how it works with fucking everything.
yeah,
Once there's a power vacuum, like something's got to
yeah.
go in
Just
that.
for them.
Something's got to go in that place, right? So there'll be a new website, and maybe they'll keep it low key and not as brash as Pornhub has been. And like maybe they just skirt under the radar,
Yeah.
or maybe Pornhub wins some big decisions in court and changes the landscape of the internet once again.
Also, I think it's a hot turning button. So we'll see what
Yeah, we'll see where that goes.
I'll see where I go. See maybe sadly like all the other little companies are gonna start like getting sued too and stuff. So they're like maybe there'll be no more porn,
No more free
or no more
porn.
free porn. Yeah,
No shit.
you have
We're gonna
to
have to
pay
go
it
back.
like in the
We're gonna have to go back to DVDs.
uh, I don't even have a Blu-ray player, man. I don't know what happened to mine. I think I got rid of it.
You can buy them on
I think
eBay,
I
fucking
think I still have some
cheap.
old DVDs in my storage, but I had to go get them before they get destroyed.
Yeah. Well, with that break in the conversation, we'll go ahead and hear a word from one of our other lovely sponsors. Rich and Ray. Do you ever wake up in the morning feeling like you just don't have enough get up and go? Well, with the new product coming in from our glorious new sponsor, you can take that flooded, stalled ass engine you call a heart, and you can turn it into something strong, something powerful, something with some get up and go. I'm talking about nothing other than multi-meal. It's not for pussies, and it's gonna make you a man. I'm talking about the alpha man, the man that comes and takes your bitch and fucks your girl. And if your girl's a guy, he'll fuck him too. Because Monte Milk, it's got proprietary blends of Monte ingredients. Made in the Monte, by the Monte people, for the Monte people. I'm talking about Monte Milk. It'll get you up, it'll get you perked, and it'll get you stepping. There's nothing better than a hot glass of Monte Milk to get your juices flowing. And if you don't understand what that means, ever wonder what made Maverick so special in Top Gun? Well, that's because he was our very first test subject, and now he's going Monte Milk. And we're back, and shout out to Monte Milk. Shit gets me going every morning. Gets me going real good. So yeah, during the break, Malbolgia asked me here about a boxing exhibition, whatever you want to call it, that's coming up in the near future. And this boxing showcase, let's just call it, is between Mike Tyson and
Extravaganza.
and Jake Paul. So, what were the questions that you had looming?
Okay, so as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, it's gonna be like live on Netflix. So
Yeah.
I guess around time it's going on, you can tune in somewhere on Netflix. You're gonna have like a live thing and watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's gonna be just like, is it gonna be just Netflix and anywhere that has Netflix can watch it,
Yeah,
or will it be
pretty
an
much.
additional like?
No,
You gotta
it's not that easy ESPN shit where you have to have
Okay.
ESPN Plus and then you got to pay on top of that. No. I think it's just straight up. If you have Netflix, you can watch it. I think they're trying to reach as many people as possible.
Yeah, like what's the lowest Netflix? I know they're going up, but what's the lowest Netflix? Like $10,
Like
$11?
$12.99 or some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's say it's $15. Let's say it's $20.
Yeah.
$20, like normally the ones they've been showing are like $50, and they're on some website that they glitch and you can't see anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Netflix, of course, can handle the
They-
millions of
Yeah. They can handle the influx of
the bandwidth. Yeah,
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work on Netflix. I've never tried the Netflix gaming, but apparently you can do that too. But yeah, Netflix is trying to make progress, I guess you could say, in the streaming realm, because if they can afford to like keep doing this and putting up like crazy pay-per-views and shit, even if, let's say, like you have the cheapest tier of Netflix and they're like, oh well, because you have like the fucking homeless account, you can watch the fight, but you got to pay a $5 premium. I would still do that, right? Over paying anywhere from $65 to $80, even $100 per pay-per-view. Like, pay-per-view prices have gotten fucking retarded.
yeah, like, yeah. But that's how I try to buy like a UFC pay-per-view with like almost $80. Like what?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, and then you can people can see the like the prelims for free,
Yeah.
and you get to see the main event. And like five, four, five, four, five fights, and then some of them end like real quick or whatever. Like, do you get your money's worth?
Yeah. Like I watch a lot of boxing with my pops, and we were just watching. I guess they were trying to hype up this fight or whatever, this Tyson Paul fight, and we started like I guess going down the Tyson rabbit hole or whatever, and we started watching like old fights and shit. And I grew up in the 90s, right? So Tyson started making a name for himself in the late 80s, and he rose to prominent superstar level not too long after that. And I mean, I grew up, I remember watching Mike Tyson fights, but I don't remember being like, I was a child. I wasn't able to fully grasp like his technique and his footwork and all this shit, right? Like I was just a little kid. These big motherfuckers are gonna bang bang until one of them goes out. And the one thing my dad is always saying is like, man, I remember I used to love renting fights and throwing barbecues and having my friends come over and shit, but I hated watching Tyson fights because he would knock motherfuckers out in like a minute, 2 minutes. He paid $60 in the 90s for a pay-per-view that was over in like 10 minutes. So he was like, the fight would finish super early, and like, what the fuck do we do now? And I was like,
Right.
well, that's when you get drunk.
Ugh. Boo.
Yeah. But like, I could imagine that too, right? Like, everyone criticizes boxing because it's boring. Oh, nothing happens. No one ever gets knocked out. They're hitting each other with all those pillows on their hands and all this shit. And like, if boxing's not your thing, go ahead and watch UFC. People only watch UFC because of knockouts. That's the reason why I got into UFC when it was like barely becoming a thing. It was because there was no boxing rules that made UFC cool. To me, at least, because I understand, I guess, the nuances and shit of what it takes to be a skilled boxer versus like a brawler and shit.
Yeah, isn't it the thing? Like, I like combat sports, but sometimes like I don't know how to have the patience where like
Yeah.
when we go like 12 full rounds, and
No one.
I get it. Like it's a grueling sport. Sometimes like you're kind of tired, so you use a round to try to
To
get your
game.
win back,
Yeah,
or you're like that you're head on point, so you don't want to risk it. So you
yeah.
just play
You
it safe and
just
stay
chill.
defense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, people.
I get it. It's a career. You don't want to. I mean, you don't want to give the people that want like I'll try to knock this guy out. What if he knocks me out?
Yeah, exactly.
Or what does he doesn't knock me out? I still win because I'm way ahead. But I take unnecessary shots to the head, and now like I have brain disease. You get
Yeah,
me?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
That like, Floyd Mayweather, guy's a fucking potato, right? But hands down, dude, he's one of the greatest boxers of all time. Like, I was never a Mayweather fan, but you gotta respect the fact that dude was just too quick, man. Like, he outboxed pretty much everybody he fought. Let's look at his record.
And also because he stayed, which is hard. Like he stayed for a long time. Like the the longevity of him is because like it's hard to stay long as a boxer
Yeah.
because all the abuse you take. Like in one fight you get abused, man. And yeah, I understand. Like main card guys, like
Jeez.
they'll take fights every 6 months or every year, whatever. But still, like it's you get abused for like how long? How long are the rounds? 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
And let's say at the most you go 12 rounds.
Yeah, if it's not a title fight, it's 10 rounds. If it's a title fight, it's 12.
So that's half an hour of someone like beating the crap out of you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
Think of a street fight. A street fight, I know it's a different rule. A street fight lasts something like 1 or 2 minutes. Imagine 30.
Yeah,
Hey, no, no, Cam done. No, you're not. Get up
yeah,
and let's go. Let's fight again. Like what?
yeah. Well, look, check it out. Mayweather has a perfect 50-0 record, 27 knockouts, and 12 world championships in 5 different weight classes. Just listen to that: 50-0, 27 knockouts, 12 world championships in 5 different weight classes. That's
So he never lost. Never lost. He went 50 and 0. He never lost ever.
no.
That's crazy. See that's why he retired when he did. Cause like he
Uh,
knew what's the point. I already hit 50. Like why would have blemished my record at 15-1 or whatever? Like no, like yeah, screw that. I already made all the money I could possibly spend in the world. Like I'm done.
let's see.
How about Pacquiao? I know Pacquiao had some losses because I saw some of his losses, but I'm pretty sure like his record's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got way more losses.
Oh yeah, I know. 'Cause I've seen some of the losses. Like
Yeah. Let me look it up. Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, 60-4.
damn, so he fought a
Oh,
lot
wait.
more on.
That's his amateur record.
Oh
His
crap!
professional record is 62-8-2.
Also, that's so weird. Imagine that as an amateur you fight 60 fights and then professional 65.
75, almost 80 fights, and 39 knockouts.
I know, it's crazy.
So he's 62-8. So 72 fights, 40 of them were knockouts. More than half of his fights ended by knockout.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, here, let's go ahead and read this fucking clown show. So, I was gonna look up the rules. Come on, man, all these websites suck. I hate websites that try to keep you to keep reading their shit. So, no headgear will be used. And they're still not sure if it's going to take place under official boxing rules, I guess, like a sanctioned fight essentially. But from this website sucks dick because it's not telling me shit. They're gonna former world champion declared that for a fact. They're using 18-ounce gloves and headgear, but they've already ruled out the headgear. And possibly
Okay, so how much ounce are the gloves you saying?
18 ounces.
So you're the boxing expert. Is that normal, below, above?
Usually they like anywhere between 12 and 14. I want to say 16 is your standard. Let's look it up.
So what's the advantage or disadvantage with heavier gloves?
The heavier they are, the bigger they are, the slower they are. Right, like you're you're like moving more mass. Sure, the power is still there, but like you lose a lot of speed. So boxing.
So what does that do? That like protect the boxer more?
Yeah. It'll protect them from like the heavier damage. I mean, because in reality, 2 ounces is nothing, almost immeasurable, right? When you're getting punched, but the size difference between a 14 ounce, a 16 ounce, 18 ounce, and like 18 ounces big. Right? I think that's as big as they get.
Yeah.
But fucking the bigger the gloves are, not the softer the punch is, because the punch is still going to be hard. But like I said, you're trying to cut something that's like an inch or two bigger in circumference through the air at the same speed. You can't, right? There's too much drag and resistance in the air. Your punches are going to be slower. Sure, you're throwing them just as hard, but you lose some of that power because the speed diminishes. But yeah, here, look. They recommend on the heavy bag anyone under 100 pounds, 6 to 8 ounce boxing gloves. 100 to 125, 10 ounce. 125 to 150, 12 ounce. 150 to 175, 14. And 175 and over, 16 ounce. So yeah, like
See, like
since
that's what I don't like. That's what makes me wonder why such a like why not using like quote unquote regular gloves? You know,
yeah,
like
yeah. Well, because
is it
it's
'cause
not a sanctioned fight. That's why.
I know, but like, do you think if I'm playing football, even if it's amateur football, I'm using a real like NFL football game. I'm not using like, oh,
Yeah.
let me use this football that throws shit. I'm
Let
not
me use.
using a Nerf
Yeah,
football.
let me use this whistle ball.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking, is that on purpose, like to, because of course Jake Paul is super slow. He is. I know that much. I know he's slow. I know he goes for the power. So you think they're trying to slow down Mike? Because Mike is still like I've seen some of the training videos, and unless they're sped up, he still looks fast.
No, dude, they're not. And like I'm a Mike Tyson fan.
Oh, I would watch him. Remember, I'm older than you. I would watch him when he
Yeah,
was in his prime.
yeah,
I would pay money. I remember when you went to go see him one time, a couple of times at like a local like a dance hall. Like he was so popular, like they had a dance hall, and they feel like I don't know 1,000 people or more in there, and they were watching Mike Tyson's fight, and it was crazy. Like so, like I know, but I'm saying, do you think this is a ploy, like to maybe try to slow him down? Because Jake knows he can't. You know, Jake knows he's gonna get like take like a whole bunch of damage, and he knows that if Mike gets a good one in, like it's over.
yeah. Well, uh, last week there was a fight that I completely forgot about, and that one is another one of these freak fights, right? That one was. Do you remember Francis Ngannou?
I've heard that name.
Well, he was the heavyweight champion in the UFC.
Oh yeah.
Big motherfucker, dude. Like a beast of a man. Well, he won his title or whatever the fuck, and he left the UFC because he wanted more money, maybe, and Dana White didn't want to give it to him, or whatever the case may be. So he decided to try boxing, and he fought Tyson Fury, the reigning heavyweight world's champion, and he put him on his ass twice. Like for never boxing, dude looked pretty good against the current standing heavyweight champion.
Yeah,
And
but I've always like I said, I watch UFC because I get it for free on my ESPN Plus account.
yeah,
Shout out ESPN Plus. But boxing, I haven't watched boxing in a I haven't watched boxing in a long time. But I guess it's like any other sport. Like on any given night, like anybody can beat somebody else. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like Rocky. It's like the movie Rocky. Like some bum got a shot at the
at the
champion. He
at the
didn't win, but he stayed with him like toe to toe. Like it went to decision. The champion should have destroyed him in the first round, and that's not what happened. So
yeah. Well,
that's what, I'm afraid that these gloves will tilt the advantage to Jake Paul just so he can say, "Oh, I beat Mike Tyson." I mean, like if you wanted to actually make it fair, like use regular boxing gloves or the most like what's recommended if this was a sanctioned
yeah, like a
fight.
sanctioned fight. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
here, look. It says right here, since heavier gloves weigh more, it requires more effort to lift your hands and punch.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that's true.
like,
I
you wear
imagine
the
make it
heavier
weight.
one. You wear the heavier gloves when you're training and shit, right?
Yeah, to work out to make yourself
Yeah, yeah,
faster because
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I get it. So see, that's the thing. You want to be considered a real boxer, then fight like a real boxer. Like what's his end game? Let's say he beats Tyson and he wants to be a real boxer. Now we have to put over the shenanigans. They're gonna say, okay, you want to fight, even if it's like an IBC fight or whatever. They have the rules, and now he's gonna have to adapt to the rules. Why adapt to your rules? You should be fighting with these
Yeah.
rules so you know how the rules are.
So you can get used to it and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
let's say like he does something stupid and like he punches like kind of like almost close to a belt and like no, you get a point out like why you've been doing this. Yes, dumb, no, you've been fighting amateur with basically no rules. You've been fighting in the back of a in the back of a grocery store and yeah, there are no rules.
Yeah, well, for me, that's the reason why Jake Paul hasn't proved shit to me. Because all he's done is beat up retired basketball players and fight retired MMA fighters that weren't even good standing up fighting, right?
Yeah, like they're wrestlers, they're
Yeah,
grapplers. Like,
yeah, they were grapplers or they were in jujitsu or whatever the fuck. So going back to Ngannou, so this dude fucked. He didn't fuck him up, but like he did pretty fucking solid against the standing heavyweight champion. So people were like, "Oh, he's the future of the sport, whatever the fuck. He's gonna bring in a lot of UFC fans this way, and everyone's gonna make money, whatever the fuck." So he fought another heavyweight that has been ducking Tyson Fury for a couple years. He's a great boxer, don't get me wrong. His name is Anthony Joshua. And this dude is also a man chiseled out of marble. He's an Adonis monster of a fucking man. And he fought Ngannou. And he fucking starched him, dude. Fucked him up. Like he dropped him in the first round, and he got up like at the very end of the round, saved by the bell.
I was gonna say, was he saved by the bell?
Yeah. They come into the second round, and he drops him again. He stands up or whatever the fuck, but yeah, you can tell in his face he's like, "Oh fuck, I'm in too deep now." And dude hits him with a fucking right hook, folds him like laundry, dude. He fucking big dudes always fall worse when they're knocked out,
Boy.
because like his right leg stayed planted, and he like leaned over to his right leg buckled, he fell down, but his foot stayed planted the entire time, so I'm sure he fucked his right knee up just with the sheer weight of the dude.
Yeah.
Dude, he's fucking humongous. So like now everyone's like, "Oh, Joshua's, he's not scared of Tyson Fury. Like he beat the guy that Tyson couldn't even do." And I don't know, man. People don't realize that I'm pretty sure they were both doing that first fight for money, and they wanted to make it interesting, right? They wanted to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
And Joshua, I guess, had none of that shenanigans in mind, and dude, he straight fucked him up.
I bet. Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of cool. I missed it though, so I'm kind of butthurt about that. But
Yeah,
still, like,
you gotta. It's 'cause there's like how many we'll see now the Jake Paul's like non-sanctioned. How many I know in a while they're trying to consolidate some organizations. How many boxing organizations are there? Is still like a crap load, or
yeah, there's like the
I remember from the old days like the WBC, the
yeah,
IBC, and I don't know.
I think there's 4 big ones and then like a bunch of smaller ones. What would that even be considered? Boxing what? Like
Organizations?
yeah, that's a good one. Organizations.
I guess it's like college and the NFL. You get me, like the little ones are like they'll like feed the best fighters into the bigger one.
Yeah, into like the top. Okay, so according to Wikipedia, there's a fucking decent amount, but I'm just gonna put. So the ones that I know for sure are the WBA, the World Boxing Association. Where is it? Fuck. WBA. The WBC, the World Boxing Council. Fuck, where is it? The IBF, International Boxing Federation. The WBF, World Boxing Federation. The WBO, which is the World Boxing Organization. The IBC, International Boxing Council.
Oh, crap! I had to keep
There's the IBO is the International Boxing Association. There's like a ridiculous amount. I don't know exactly who it really matters. Whatever, man. I guess it's just
yeah, like
regional.
in other words, you have no idea who are like these are the main ones because they're all like we're the main one. Now we're the main one. Yeah, you get it though.
Yeah.
I guess anybody can make their own organization. Just like fuck it.
Let's start our own.
I know they start on, and we'll get some bum fights.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's bring bum fights back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Oh, so do you want to discuss about the trailer you're talking about?
Let me see.
Oh, let me have one more question. How many rounds is this scheduled for?
This one is
fight?
10. So like a regular exhibition is usually 8 rounds, because it's not sanctioned and it's like more of a show than an actual fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So how many rounds did you say?
10.
Oh, okay, it's not bad. It's not like a 5 or 6 round, you know.
No, I think the shorter 6 round or 4 round, those are like amateur fights.
Uh,
But yeah, uh, yeah, I guess we can squeeze it in. Hold on, let me find my button for it. The last thing I guess I wanted to, live react to is little a little trailer that dropped that Papi wouldn't fucking stop sending me, and now Bulge here wouldn't fucking stop talking
I
about.
said it once.
But yeah, let me go ahead and I gotta stop the recording so I can add a new track real quick. And for you guys that'll be a second, but for me it'll be original.
Now, I know there's many chilies out there on the market, but ain't no one gonna tell you this chili ain't like a punch in the mouth. Texas style, Texas made. Sloppy says, Texas chili.
Now that didn't go as planned, and we're gonna go ahead and just end the show here. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Sometimes things don't work out the way you want to, but that's all right. As always, I'm your boy Desecrator. Much love, and regenerate.
This is Hanging Heavy.